I am Nikorasu with the Paparasu, and in this video, I'll be discussing 20 things that I want to see in the DCU. For those of you who don't know what the DCU is, it's going to be the universe that James Gunn is going to be working on. I originally wanted to make a video explaining how James Gunn should do phases and what those projects in those phases would be, but James Gunn already confirmed that he's going to do phases and already announced projects for phase 1. So instead, I decided to make a video on things that I want to see happen in the DCU. And the things that I want to see contain characters, things from animated projects, and things from the comics. Now obviously, most of the things I mentioned won't be in the DCU. In fact, I don't see most of these being in the DCU at all. I see about maybe 5 of these things happening, maybe. But who knows, I could be wrong. Or I could be right. But either way, let's get into it. Starting off with the characters is Green Lantern Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner is my favorite of the Green Lanterns. Kyle Rayner became a Green Lantern during the time Hal Jordan became evil and replaced him for a while. I would like to see Kyle Rayner as the main Green Lantern of the DCU and be a member of the Justice League. James Gunn has already confirmed that he's making the Green Lantern series, so I think it's very likely that we'll see Kyle Rayner in the DCU. But I doubt he's going to be a member of the Justice League or even the main Green Lantern. I see that role either going to Hal Jordan or John Stewart. I'm kind of leaning towards more Hal Jordan. I think it's very possible we'll see these 3 characters in the series, as well as Earth's other Green Lanterns. Even Guy Gardner. But if they do add him, they better add this scene in some kind of project.
Now look, Bats, you can hatch all the plans you want, but from here on in, Guy Gardner's working alone.
You so much as sneeze without my permission, you're going to regret it.
That I'd like to see! One punch! One punch!
Kyle Rayner has made appearances in the DCAU. Other than the DCAU, Kyle Rayner has never been involved in anything outside of comics. The Bat Family. We know that Damian Wayne will be Robin in the DCAU, and will be in the first Batman movie of the DCAU. We probably won't see other members of the Bat Family in the movie, but we could always see them in other projects working together. Martian Manhunter. I don't want to see him sit around and do nothing like he did in the previous universe. I want to see him involved with the Justice League, fighting alongside them. Martian Manhunter is a powerful ally because he has so many different powers. He's got like 15 of them. Captain Atom. A character that I feel like is underrated and underutilized. Captain Atom is such an awesome character. He can fly, has super strength, can manipulate energy, and can also absorb it. Captain Atom is so powerful that he's capable of destroying and recreating the universe. Now, he doesn't need to do that in the DCU, but I would like to see him help out the Justice League. Power Girl, the version that's a clone of Supergirl. We know that Supergirl will exist in the DCU because she's going to have her own movie, which has been confirmed by James Gunn. So there might be a slight chance that Power Girl will be in the DCU. Now it's time to move on to villains. The God of Apocalypse himself, Darkseid. I want to see Darkseid as a major threat, an even bigger threat than Thanos in the MCU. A threat so big that even the Justice League altogether just barely managed to defeat him. Amazo. An android created by the mad scientist, Professor Ivo. Amazo has the ability to copy powers of metahumans that he sees, which has given the Justice League problems in the past. Brainiac. One of Superman's greatest enemies, if not his greatest. We've seen Brainiac in animated projects, video games, but never in a live-action movie. Maybe James Gunn will be the one to fix that. The Crime Syndicate. Evil versions of heroes from Earth 3. The main members are Ultraman, Owlman, Superwoman, Johnny Quick, and Power Rain. The Crime Syndicate defeated their Earth's Justice League. I would like to see some kind of project involving them. James Gunn confirmed that he'll make projects that take place in other universes, and this could be one we see in the future. Trigon. One of the most powerful villains in the DC universe. I want to see Trigon decimate every single Teen Titan before he gets taken down by his daughter, Raven. Now moving on to things from animated projects. Wonder Bat. When it comes to DC couples, Batman and Wonder Woman are my favorite. A lot of you might not agree with me, but I prefer Wonder Woman being with Batman over Catwoman. Especially with how their relationship was in the DCAU. I know that they were in a relationship in the comics, but in the DCAU, they had romantic feelings for each other, but they never officially got together. This is just headcanon, but I feel like the reason why they never became a couple is because Bruce was afraid of having his heart broken. which has happened in his relationships in the DCAU. First was Andrea Beaumont, who chose revenge over Bruce. Then Talia, who betrayed him for her father. Then Catwoman by continuing being a thief. I can see why Batman would hesitate to date Wonder Woman, but I would have liked to see him develop past it. I hope to see a similar route, but with them actually getting together officially. James Gunn has confirmed that his DCU would be inspired by Justice League Unlimited and Young Justice. Batman and Wonder Woman as a couple is the thing that I want to see the most. Another couple from the DCAU, Jon Stewart Green Lantern and Hawkgirl. Eventually they broke up, got back together off screen, and ended up having a kid. I'd like to see these two as a couple again. Brainiac merging with Lex Luthor. In Justice League Unlimited, Brainiac merges with Lex Luthor and they end up becoming one being. They end up becoming one of the biggest threats in the universe. The two merged together nearly defeated the Justice League with little effort. They nearly win, but are ultimately defeated by a Scarlet Speedster, the Flash. This beatdown is one of the best moments in the DCAU. Flash needed to go all out just to win. The storyline in the beginning started with the Flash, and it felt right for him to finish it instead of Superman. As far as I'm aware, this moment hasn't been recreated in any other DC project. I would love to see this moment again in the DCU. It would be a great way to show off just how powerful the Flash can be. The Mole storyline from Young Justice. A clone of Roy Harper who's being controlled aids Vandal Savage into controlling the entire Justice League. I would like to see the storyline recreated with similarities and differences, like maybe the Mole being a completely different character. An animated Teen Titans series just like the one we got in 2003. Saying that the original Teen Titans series is a masterpiece is an understatement. I would love to see another Teen Titans series, and no, I don't mean Teen Titans Go. If there were to be a new animated series, I would like to see the same 5 characters, with the exception of Dick Grayson being Nightwing. The first thing I want to see from the comics is the Hellbat suit. The Hellbat is my favorite armored suit in Batman's arsenal. For those of you who don't really follow comics, or have never seen the comic where he uses a Hellbat suit, well, allow me to tell you all about it. The Hellbat suit was made so that Batman could go toe-to-toe with big threats like Darkseid. The Hellbat suit wasn't just made by Batman alone. He had help from his teammates in the Justice League to build it. The Hellbat suit is really powerful. However, it does have one drawback. The one wearing the suit slowly dies. I really want to see the Hellbat in the DCU. Whether it's Darkseid or some other big threat, I want to see Batman use the Hellbat suit to go toe-to-toe with them, or to use it to fight alongside Superman and Wonder Woman. Tower of Babel. This is a storyline where Batman has contingency plans to defeat the Justice League should they ever become a threat. The League were unaware of these plans until they're stolen by Ra's al Ghul and he uses those plans against them. The League end up surviving and they end up defeating Ra's al Ghul. And they're mad at Batman for having these plans and keeping them a secret this whole time. There's actually an animated movie based on this storyline called Justice League Doom, and it's my second favorite DC animated movie of all time. I would love to see how James Gunn remakes this storyline. Before I move on, I just want to say that I'm thinking of making videos comparing animated movies to the comic book storylines they're based on. Dark Knight's Metal. This is a storyline where characters from worlds that are supposed to die invade the main DC universe. And the invaders are evil versions of Batman. There's Red Death, Dawnbreaker, the Drowned, the Merciless, Murder Machine, the Devastator, and the Batman Who Laughs. I'd love to see the storyline be recreated in some sort of live action or animated movie, as well as a mini animated series based on the origins of the evil Batman. Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come is a popular storyline, and I gotta admit, I've actually never read the Kingdom Come comics. It surprises me that there's never been an animated movie based on Kingdom Come, given how popular it is. I would like to see Kingdom Come as one of the Elseworlds in James Gunn's universe. And finally, Infinite Crisis. Now, I know that we're all starting to get tired of the whole multiverse thing, and that in the making of this video, the Tomorrowverse is working on a Crisis on Infinite Earths trilogy. But since James Gunn's going to have different universes, I would like to see all of them come together for a certain event. I wouldn't want this to happen anytime soon. I would prefer if they wait like about 12 years after Phase 1. Not only would I hope to see the other universe that James Gunn makes, but also possibly other universes that James Gunn wasn't a part of. Like Christian Bale Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. Like Grant Gustin Flash. And that about covers everything I wanted to talk about in this video. I may do another video like this, because there's so much in DC that I want to see in the DCU. If you guys want to see something that I didn't mention in this video, let me know down in the comments what it is and I might mention it in my next video. Also, feel free to let me know what you thought about the things that I've mentioned. Tell me what you think we could see and what we wouldn't see. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe.